So that should answer the question, why do diasporans work 2 or 3 jobs? Because life is expensive. And sometimes ni ile ya kujitakia. So some people actually like start, when you come here, you buy a car that is like $10,000 or $15,000, $20,000, and you don't have a job that pays you well. So you'll have to work 3 jobs because you're buying that car using a loan, and your loan payments will be probably around $300 a month. And then when you have a car that is new and you took a loan, they require for you to have comprehensive insurance. So if you add that, it's probably going to be $300 for car payment and probably around $200 for insurance. So $500 monthly just for the car. So that is one thing. If you're asking yourself, why do people work 2 or 3 jobs? That's one reason. Another reason is sometimes people just want to live a comfortable life that doesn't match their income. So for instance, in this country, they finance credit. Access to credit is so easy. So even having like good furniture, even you go to furniture store, they will finance furniture for you. And people buy furniture that is like $5,000 and then they make payments on it. So you go to someone's house, and I'm not saying it's everybody, you go to someone's house and they have like beautiful, beautiful furniture, but they put it on credit. So maybe they have like $5,000 on it. $5,000, they're asking you probably to pay $100 maybe for how many years, or maybe $150. So it adds up. You have a car payment, an insurance, $500. You financed couches, which is, I think, is the most stupid thing in my opinion. Kalia chini, that's just me. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna finance. If I can afford, I'm gonna sleep like an air mattress. But you know, everybody kilam tunazake, right? There's a new song that says, you know what? Well, panguingwi. Is it panguingwi? Something like that. Like, ngangana na yako ni ngangana na yangu. Lakini I'm talking to people about life in diaspora, white people struggle. Is money, number one. So you have furniture payment, you're paying car insurance, and then health insurance. Oh my goodness. If you have a family, health insurance can go as high as $1,000. So wewe kwisha. Really, that's why people work like 5 jobs or something like that, if that is possible. So you have insurance and you have a family. Insurance is expensive. If it's just one person, maybe it depends with the kind of job that you have. Some companies are very generous, but I'll tell you, on average, a single person having a really good insurance that doesn't have like a lot of deductible. So you want to take good insurance. Some of these cheap insurance will give you like $5,000 deductible, meaning if you get sick, you have to pay $5,000 before the insurance pays you, and you're paying monthly maybe around $100. You're like, oh, I'll take the cheaper option. So don't take cheap. So if you're having a really good insurance, you're paying something to do with, for single person, you pay probably about $200 a month. So ongeza insurance, health insurance, $200, car payment, $300, car insurance, $200, couches, $150. And now you have gas, you know, now that you're going to like how many jobs, I don't know how many jobs you're going to be doing to finance your life. So the struggle of a diasporan is money struggles, and actually, what am I hearing? The struggle of a diasporan is the struggle of every person around the world. And that struggle is life skills, money management. So if you don't know how to manage your money where you are, they say, wherever you go, there you are. It will follow you, and then you're going to take loans. So let's say somebody takes their personal loan because, I don't know, they had a project maybe in Kenya or maybe in Africa. So that's another struggle. Another struggle is people competing with people who are in another continent. So you are here in America, and because, you know, you're hearing stories and seeing pictures of people or even your relatives are calling you, oh, there's a plot somewhere. It is 1 million, shillings. That's like $10,000. So somebody at Diaspora will go and take a loan of $10,000. It's like you're sinking. You are just sinking. So one struggle that I really feel people sometimes struggle is comparing yourself with the people in Kenya or in Africa or in diaspora. They'll tell you how they built a house, that they'll tell you how much they have, like 5 floats, and then you're gonna start having a pity party for you. You're like, oh my god, people in Kenya wameendelea, hey! And then you are like racing with them. You don't know their situations. You don't even know whether they took a loan or not. They're probably not going to tell you the truth. And then you're just going to go to a bank and take a loan. And you are just sinking. You're entering a boat that is sinking. You're building yourself a boat that is sinking. It's leaking. You're poking. Every decision that you're making is like you're poking a hole into your ship. And when water enter your ship, you are going to sink. And those people you're trying to compare yourself, you're trying to compete, and you're trying to show them that you have the social status like they have, or feeling like you want to catch up with the Joneses in diaspora, in your home country. Those are the holes that you're poking, and it's going to sink your ship. And when your ship sinks, those people in that country are the first to talk. They're gonna talk. They're like, oh my god, look, he's been in America for like 15 years and he hasn't done anything. So that's the struggle for a diaspora. That is the struggle. Money, comparing yourself, and racing, just taking a race that doesn't belong to you. Money management skills, so those are our struggles. So you ask, why do people work so hard in diaspora? Those are some of the reasons. We're trying to catch up. We're trying to catch up with you all. We're trying to live the life that you're living, but we have a life here that we have to maintain, right? And we are trying to spread ourselves out and giving michango here, so that we can look good. Because we're even thinking about our death. Like, if I die, who is going to bury me? People are not going to come. People are not going to transport my body to my country. You're even worried about, like, after you die, So we are busy. I try to belong to groups that don't serve us. So I told you I was going to be controversial. So the struggle of diaspora, money. Everything is expensive here. The cost of living is so high. That is something you should expect. Like in Phoenix, Arizona, where I live, the cost of living, the average like 2-bedroom apartment is not less than $1,200. So if you're coming here and you're starting over life, that is really expensive. If you're working, and everybody has to start somewhere, even before if you're coming here and you have your certificates, you have your degrees, it takes time, and sometimes they need experience to hire you. So if you come here and you're working minimum wage jobs, which is about $12, I think it's $12 in Arizona, yes. So in a month you're getting less than in 2 weeks. So in a month you're getting $2,000. So if you are a family, that can be really a struggle, and you don't have transportation. You haven't even squared in transportation. You haven't put in food, and if you have children, you haven't even added like clothes and the needs of the children. So that's one struggle here. When you come here, that's the struggle. And then you have to support people if you're supporting your family in Africa. That would be such a stressor. So that's how people end up working 2 or 3 jobs so that you can make a decent living. But sometimes it becomes just like a life skill, really. I have a neighbor from Ukonyumba back home. He won a green card, and when he came here, he struggled a lot, and I think that 1 year really got to him. And he worked so hard. I think he was sleeping 4 years. He was sleeping for 4 hours. He worked so hard for 6 years and saved money, and he left America wasn't for him, because I think he just saw it that he wasn't gonna survive here. So he was living in like very shady area. Like he lived in a, like, even one time, me and my mom was here visiting, and we called him. We were like, okay, we're gonna be around your city, if you want to meet up. Do you know the guy disappeared? He disappeared, and I think because of he didn't want us to, like, when we got to the city, he didn't answer the phone. Why? I think it got to me, and I'm like, I think because he was too embarrassed where he was living, but he had goals to get out of this country. But if you're coming here, that will be a struggle. Okay, one good thing about American parents, most of them, not everybody, but most of them, they start teaching their kids how to manage money. When they do chores at home, they pay them. So they start handling money when they are so young. They even have something called Kool-Aid stand or lemonade stand. And what they do is, kids over the summer, they sell lemonade. They have a lemonade stand, like a Kool-Aid stand, for $1. And they'll convince you, they teach them, oh, can you buy my lemonade? I'm trying to finance a vacation. And then they have what they call cookies, for Eagles cookies. So they sell cookies so that they can finance things. So they start handling. I'm not saying Americans are very good, like, money managers. No, we have like one of the worst consumer economy here, and people buying things. But that is a conversation of another day. But I'm saying most of them, I feel I'm comparing cultures. I think kids here start learning how to handle money early. For me, I did not, and I believe for most parents from my culture, you didn't know how to handle money until you are sent to come to America, and then you are or go to diaspora, and then all of a sudden you have money and you don't know how to manage it. You don't know that things were supposed to be earned. You don't even know that it's okay to sleep on the floor until you can afford to buy a mattress. You don't know that, because when you go to everybody's house, they have good things, and you're trying to be like everybody else, you know? You don't know it's okay to live in a certain neighborhood for a short time, or you don't know you're supposed to cook your own food instead of buying it. Just money skills. So the struggle of a diasporan is life skills. It's life skills, really. Bottom line is life skills, and it can be a struggle of everybody around the world.